What's up, YouTube? Today we have an article titled 10 Pieces of You by Talleyrand. The article starts off by stating men are the only ones capable of love. It's very cut and dry. They either love a woman or they don't. For those into game, they have a more analytical approach to love. However, when it comes to women, it's not that simple. They have a list, and this list is a mental one in which women may consciously or unconsciously go through. But the list always gets checked, right? And when it comes to the list, there are certain outcomes. Event X happened, so they feel Y. Thus, this is either A or B. And when it comes to the list, it will determine if he is the one or not the one. The list being referred to by Talleyrand came from an article that he didn't put in his own. When it comes to reading the list, think about one woman is asking a question to another woman, and they do this to determine if he is the one. And so the one is a person who you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with, the one who's going to love you until you grow old, you get gray hairs, the one who sticks around through all the BS, the one you marry, who has kids, who takes care of you, right? That's the one. When the question is asked, and if these things are happening, then he isn't the one. So when it comes to the list, the lady will ask a question, and if it's true, then he isn't the one. If it's not true, then he is the one. And in this case, the person who tends to be not the one is the more alpha person, and ironically, this is the guy that the girl wants to be with, but never winds up with in the end. So when it comes to the one, if the result is he is not the one, then he is alpha, and if he's alpha, then there's attraction. If the result is he is the one, then he is beta, and if he's beta, then there's no attraction. So the first question, do you trust him? If a woman can't trust the man, then he isn't the one, but she's also attracted to him. If she can trust him, then he is the one, but there is no attraction. Second statement, do you avoid conflict? If you are avoiding conflict, then he is not the one, which means he's an alpha, and so then there's attraction. But if you don't avoid conflict, that means he is the one, meaning he's a beta, and the attraction isn't there. Talleyrand believes this makes sense because a man will fight. Women are the more passive, and that makes sense. Third statement, he is not a source of comfort. If he is not a source of comfort, then he isn't the one. That means there's attraction and he's alpha. If he is a source of comfort, then he is the one and he's beta and there is an attraction. Statement number 4. He is an addict. If he is an addict, then he is the one. Thus, he's an alpha and there's attraction. If he's not an addict, then he is the one, meaning he's beta and there's no attraction. Talleyrand believes that betas are the ones with no addictions. Only alphas have addictions. Number 5. Is he a good parent? If he is a good parent, then he is the one, and he's beta, and there's no attraction. If he's not a good parent, then he is not the one, thus he is an alpha, and there is attraction. Number 6. Your long-term goals are incompatible. If they are incompatible, he is not the one, but he's an alpha, and there will be attraction. If they are compatible, he is the one, but he'll be a beta, and there'll be no attraction. Talleyrand states here that a beta man will bend to the will of his woman. Number 7. Either he is disrespectful or you are. If he is disrespectful, then he is not the one, but he's alpha and there'll be attraction. If you are disrespectful, then he is the one, he'll be beta, and there is no attraction. 8. Is there a tingle? This refers to, do you get horny when he's around? If there is a tingle, then he is not the one, but he is alpha and there's attraction. If there is no tingle, then he is the one, but he'll be beta, and there is no attraction. And a quick side note, if there is a tingle, then nothing about this list will matter. If there is no tingle, then everything on the list, whether it's alpha, will not matter. So it would seem to indicate that if a woman can get horny for you, you'll be alpha, and everything else won't matter. But if she can't get horny for you, you just shit out of luck. And number 9, the voice in your head says he is not the one. If the voice says he is not the one, then he is not the one, but he is alpha and there's attraction. If it says he is the one, then he is the one, but he is beta and there's no attraction. So from a woman's perspective, the ideal man will have a mix of these things depending on her current state of mood and what benefits her most. In reality, the ideal man doesn't exist. It's more cut and dry. The man is either alpha or he is beta. But Talleyrand goes on to continue, stating that there is really only one true test to see if he is the one. That this list, while interesting to read and dissect, is garbage. Talleyrand believes there is only one way to tell, and it's only if he decides to stick around for all of your bullshit. If he does, he is the one. If he doesn't, he wasn't the one. The irony is that you'll hate him for sticking around, because he's sticking around for all your bullshit, making him beta, and you're unattracted to that. So overall, you can kind of think of this list as just another way to deepen your knowledge on relationships between men and women, and realizing that now you may be able to identify certain things in other relationships. You can even take this knowledge and analyze your current relationship to see if it's true or not. And maybe, if you so choose, you can adjust certain things to your liking. You can also laugh at the fact that women want the one to be the person who's labeled as not the one. Right? So women want the alpha to be the one, but they know he can't be the one. Right? The women want to go for the alpha but can never really have him in the end. Right? In the end, women end up with the beta. Kind of like the statement goes, alpha fucks, beta bucks. Thanks for stopping by. That's all we have for today. If you could please hit the like button, I'll appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.